Hey guys, this is CursedSamuroid again. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about farm accounts. But before I move on to explaining, how to build a farm account, let me talk a bit about what farm is. How does it help, right? So when you started playing this game, you basically downloaded the app from your Play Store, or if you're a Apple user, then of course from your Apple Store. And once you install the app, you started playing. You reached up to a certain level, and then you decided to bind your account, right, by clicking onto the power and then going to your bind account, put in your email address, set up a password, and then basically ensure that your account has a PIN. And every time you log in, you enter a PIN. If you switch devices, then you use that email and password of IM30 account to swap devices, right? Well, farms are similar to your main accounts. The only difference between a farm account is that it's not your full-time account, so you only log in like once or twice in a day just to check, upgrade things, and move back. Uh, Also, in a farm account, you do not increase your military power or your overall power. All you do is upgrade your base, upgrade the resource production assets like farms, water wells, turbine, um, uh, refineries for iron, lumber mill for more wood, um, a few power storage, and then other storage houses, right? Like for example, here you've got a farm. Then there is this lumber mill, windmill, water filter, oil wells, and of course your power plant. And also what you do is you basically put these storages so that to increase the capacity of the storage, right? So this is one of my farm account where what I'm doing is, if you see, my bunkers are still at level 1. My training centers, radars, everything that I need to increase the defense or attacking power of my base is at the minimum, right? Because I really don't need it. What I need is more of these on a higher level, more of my water filters, and the higher tanks, right? Now, that being said, I'm sure it is interesting but we'll talk about how does it help. Now imagine if you have 1, 2, or 5 or 10 farms on level 10 or above. Every time you need resource, you don't have to attack anybody else and make enemies. Instead, you can just attack your farms, get the resources, and keep upgrading, right? Maybe if you want to increase your power for kill event, make some powerful bases, right, with 100,000 power, or 200,000 power. If your main base is stronger, then just attack and get your boxes for kill events as well, right? So that's what farm accounts means, right? But farm accounts are no different than your main account. You still have to go through the entire process, right? um, your phone can your IMO app, this last shelter app, can hold up to 10 farm accounts, or 10 accounts, I would rather say. Not farm accounts. How you use them is totally up to you. uh, so what you need to do is you need to click on power over here, and then you need to click on account, and then you have options like bind account. Well, my binding is successful. You need an email address for that, so I'm not going to do that. You have switch account. If you have already created multiple accounts, then you can just add them over here. Or if you are starting from a scratch, then all you need to do is click on start a new game, and then it'll say you'll go to a new state and create a new base. You can switch accounts to return to your current base. Well, that's okay. So when you do that, it restarts the game completely, right? And you'll have to start all over again. It takes time. It takes roughly about 9 hours to dedicated 9 hours to bring your new game to a base level 10. A couple of things you need to remember while creating a new account is that if you are on base level 5, make sure to go ahead and transfer your base to your to your state, because when you create a new game, it goes into a new state altogether, right? So, so in this case, if you can see, a new base has started, right? So I'm going to skip through this entire upgrade part, and uh, I'll upgrade this base to level 5 and then show you how to move it to a different state, right, where my farm is. And then I'll show you how to bind this account, and then I'll show you how to switch between different farms. All right, let's skip through it now. Right, guys, so it took me a couple of hours to build the base and bring it up to level 5. Now that I'm on level 5, I'm going to show you how to move it. Make sure you do not upgrade it from base 5 to base 6, or as free option of changing the zone would be gone, and then you'll have to spend 2,000 diamonds to teleport. But remember, you can only teleport till you are below base level 10. The moment you go above it, that's it. You can't move to a different state anymore, right? So now that I'm on level 5, right, I'm going to go to, state, right? And then I'm going to click on this small icon that basically gives me a aerial view of the state, and it shows me where I am, right? Now at the bottom, we have this world option. I'm going to click on this, and it currently shows that I'm in state 995. Well, I'm supposed to go to 959 because that's where my main base and alliance is. So I'm going to click on go, and it shows that, state 959. So I click on it, and what I do is I again go to this aerial view, click any of the corner, again click there, and I have these two options. One says teleport, the other one says change zone. So I'm going to click on change zone, and it says join the zone. Once joined, the system will assign a random coordinate for you. Joining the zone will consume one newcomer zone transfer certificate. Cannot change state after 14 days, 23 hours, 37 minutes, and counting seconds, right? So what it means is that for next 14 days, you cannot change state, all right? Anyway, so I'm going to click on OK now, and it gives me another message just to confirm that do I want to join this zone, because it's a big decision. So I'm going to click on OK because I know, and now you'll see the game is going to reload again because it's going to change the zone, and it's going to teleport my base here, right? Now I just want to confirm that I'm in state 959. So I'm going to click here, and it states at the top, state 959 under random location, which is good. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go inside my city, right? So we are done with our first step, is to create a base. We're done with our second step, is to move the base to the state we want while it is on level 5. Now the third step is to go ahead and bind the account. So at the top where you see your power, just click on it, and it'll give you this option: account security notification, bind account to prevent loss. Safe methods are binding to IM30 account and a third-party account at the same time. Don't share your account. But of course, don't share your account. I'm going to click on X because I really like giving names to my farms. So I'm going to put a name interview R1, right? And I'm going to click on rename. Now my name is changed. Now if I want to change it again, I'll have to spend 2,000 diamonds. So you only get one free option. Make sure you use it very carefully. Now I'm going to click on account here, and it says receive 100 diamonds by mail for the first time, binding to IM30 account. So I'm going to bind this account, and I'm going to click on IM30 account, right? And it says create IM30 account. Now it's asking me to enter an email address, right? So I just signed up on this mail. I'm going to switch here. This is my farm email address, free farms. So I'm going to go back here, enter that email address, set up the password that I want. All right, enter the password again, and I'm going to click on submit. Now, it says we've sent a confirmation email to your email containing the activation link. Be sure to check your spam folder if it's not there. Click on OK. And at the top, it says email unconfirmed, right? So I'm going to go back to my email, refresh it, and check. And you see this, guys, it says last shelter survival. And then interview one, please confirm your account. So I'm going to click here. And here it says you can either click on the link or on this button here to verify the account. The moment you click here, it's going to open it on a different tab. And it's going to say, congratulations, your email freefarms@yandex.com has been confirmed. Meanwhile, let's see what happens here. As soon as I click on the verify option, it gives me a pop-up here as well, saying you've successfully created an IMO account, right? Now, you need to write down your IDs and passwords that you're using for different accounts, because it's going to be difficult for you to switch, right? So I'm going to click on OK now. Now, it still says email unconfirmed, but don't worry about it. Just go back, go to account again, and it says binding successful. Click on bind account again, binding successful again, and it clearly gives you freefarms@yandex.com, which means now my account is successfully binded. I'm going to go back. Now, if you remember, when I started creating the farm, I already had an active account of a farm, right? This is interviewer one. I was using an account called interviewer. So I'm going to click on switch account. I'm going to click on IMO account, and you see both my accounts are listed here. Free Farms at Yandex is my second farm account, which I created and showed you how to move into this state. And interviewer is one, which I was already using. So I'm going to click on this one, and it says previous game progress found. I'm going to click on OK, and now it's going to load that game. Right now, let's say this is my farm account too. So what I'm gonna do is I'll probably spend some time here, a couple of hours to upgrade things that I want. And once I'm done with it, all I have to do is again click on my power, go to account, click on switch account, click on IM30 account, and it shows both my accounts. I'm gonna click on this one and click OK again, and it gives me another pop-up to confirm that, and I click OK, and it would load me into the second account, right? Now, one thing you need to remember is that when you go to account and when you go to bind account and I'm 30, sorry, back here, switch account, I'm 30 account. If you see at the bottom, it says you can add a maximum of 10 accounts. That means from your main email, when you sign up for this, you need to create it, but every single account needs a different email address to bind it, right? So if you see here, my first one is at yandex.com, other one is at tudanoda.com. I am using a few of my Gmail accounts too. So every single game needs a different email address for binding. So you need to create multiple email addresses. A tip, a Google account can allow maximum of 10 signups using the same phone number. If you are using creating more accounts with the same phone number, it doesn't allow. So if you have multiple phone numbers, that's good for you. If you have one, that's good too. You can create 10 accounts. And I use services like Tulanoda and Yandex because they do not ask for mobile numbers, right? So that's how I create multiple farms that I want to keep for myself. All right, guys, so this is how you basically create farms. Now, remember, you can create farms to give you more resources, or you can create farms, make them powerful, and then use them during KE, which is kill event, which is on Saturdays and Sundays, to attack and gain more points and get the 3 boxes, because those boxes are really important and they have amazing resources in it, right? So I hope this video was helpful, and it helps you understand how to create farms and use them at your advantage to grow more powerful in in your state. So if you have any questions, if you'd like to see anything more about farms, feel free to put a comment in the video. If you think this video was really helpful, please do give it a like. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to it so you can be updated about all the amazing videos that I'm creating for you guys. And if you've already subscribed to my channel, thank you very much for coming back and watching the videos again. CursedSamuroid signing off.